I'm gonna tell you a story, friends, about a day dressed up in June at the Derby down in Epsom town beneath a brassy afternoon. Bands were playing, the hats were swaying, the gentry lined the rails, and the bookies sang like gospel men selling dreams in paper pails. Now the king had a horse named Anmer, sleek as a thundercloud, with a rider named Herbert Jones who could make a saddle proud. They'd polished up the bridle bright, they'd brushed his chestnut hide, said run him clean and run him straight, let the royal colors ride. And down below the grandstand stairs stood Emily Davison, with a ticket in her gloved up hand and a fire that wouldn't run. She'd been to jail and back again, fed by tube and force. She'd swallowed iron for women's rights and spit it at the course. Now some folks say she meant to wave a banner at the ring. Some say she meant to make a mark no prison bars could chain. History's a courtroom friend with no one left to swear. Only hoofbeats echo in the dust and a body in the air. Well, the gates flew wide like Judgment Day, the horses leapt like sparks. Anmer broke from the crowded pack like lightning from the dark. And Emily stepped from shadow's edge where the rail meets turf and sky, and time leaned back on its elbows then and let the moment cry. I ain't gonna tell it fast, my friends, 'cause the truth don't run on speed. There was silken mane and flailing limb and a tangle born of need. Anmer struck and stumbled hard, Herbert Jones was thrown, and the crowd went still as a churchyard bell when the trumpet lost its tone. Now in the short run, oh the short run, there was blood upon the green. Emily broken, breath undone like a match that's burned too keen. 4 days later London wept under a black draped sun, and the papers screamed in ink and doubt about what she had or hadn't done. And Anmer rose but never ran another royal race. The king's own colors dimmed the shade by grief they couldn't face. They said the horse was innocent, a creature made to fly, but innocence is brittle glass when it's trampled by a cry. And Herbert Jones, he carried home more than bruises on his skin. A rider knows the weight of fall that settles deep within. They say he never quite shook free of that June day's refrain, for every time a hoofbeat rang he heard it call her name. Now the short run's quick as summer rain, it soaks and then it dries, but the long run moves like a glacier's thought behind 1,000 eyes. Emily lay in a martyr's rest with banners by her side, and women marched in 2s and 10s where once they'd been denied. The vote came slow like winter thaw, it turned first in part, and then in 28 it spoke full measure from the heart. And though no law can mend a bone or quiet a frightened mare, it can carve a doorway in the wall and let in equal air. So what of Emily in the long beyond the marble stone? Her name's a match in history's dark that others strike their own. She's whispered in the classroom hush in parliaments and plays, a challenge flung at power's face in patriarchal days.